Lydia Macmillan. Lydia Macmillan. This name is on the front page of all the nation's newspapers today because today the life work of this great woman is being crowned in New York. We take you to the dedication ceremony of the Macmillan Orphanage for Blind and Crippled Children. You now hear the Deputy Governor of New York State.
In this era of destruction, we are inclined to forget that higher than all the flags of embattled nations, the flag of humanity still flies. It flies above us today from the rooftop of this building. Today, this great haven opens its doors to the blind and orphaned children of our country. This institution is not built of stone and mortar. It was reared out of a human heart that has given itself to the service of mankind. Lydia Macmillan, it shall be our privilege and honor always to serve the flag you have raised.
Sorry, but I'm afraid Miss Macmillan can't see anybody just now. She'll be too tired.
Who'll be too tired? Do you think a few silly speeches make me tired? What do you want? Blow me down. I'm amazed. It's Michael Fitzpatrick. Golly, this is worse than the speeches. I must sit down.
Lydia, may I with all my heart and the rest of the world...
Moses on the mountain, man. Are you going to give me another speech? Sit down. Trudy, leave us alone. This is an old beau of mine. Take a good look at him before you go. This is how your young man will look in 40 years.
You haven't changed?
It's one reward of being a spinster. You don't change. You decompose, but you don't change. Michael, your vest is unbuttoned.
Yes, it feels better unbuttoned.
If I'd married you, you wouldn't have gone around with your vest unbuttoned, with a bit of string on your coattails. Maybe I should have married you.
No, Lydia, you've done much more with your life. I always expected to hear of you marrying. You didn't, did you?
Too much vision and not enough allure.
Oh, nonsense. There were 4 of us that I know of.
4? Bob, Frank, Richard.
What about me?
Of course, of course. Yes, Michael, 4.
Now that you've seen me, do you suppose it would start too much gossip if you and I were to meet now and then and hold hands a little with the past?
I still like to set tongues a-wagging, Michael, but I'm busy till Wednesday.
Call on me Wednesday, and don't bring a chaperone.
Remember Granny's cry, Michael? Once aboard the lugger and the gal is mine. Aboard the lugger Wednesday. Goodbye, Michael.
Lydia.
Hello, Michael.
I'm glad you came.
Wild horses couldn't have kept me away. All I've been thinking of for 3 days.
Come along. I've got a little surprise for you.
Michael, you have a devilish look in your eye. Well, well, blow me down. Is this Central Park West or the land beyond the moon? I expected this to happen after I was dead. To turn a corner and find you all seated together on a cloud strumming harps. Gentlemen.
This is Michael's idea.
It's wonderful, Bob. I'm enchanted. Providing you're all real and not ghosts.
Speaking for myself, Lydia, I'm just as real as I ever was.
It's positively eerie. But tell me, what are you doing in a dinner jacket at this hour?
I'm the manager of a nightclub, and I double in brass as bouncer.
Bouncer?
Yes, that's where my football training still comes in handy.
Oh, you frightened me, Bob. You always did. The male rampant.
Oh, the same vibrant, overpowering Lydia.
Dear Frank.
Oh, I can see you now as I always did, with every beat of my heart.
I never missed one of your concerts, Frank, if I could help it.
Yes, you have always liked my music. I've remembered that when I played. I've always thought Lydia loved the sounds I make. They are the part of me she loves.
Hey, no fair, Frank. No courting until after we've had some tea.
Nonsense. I want to hear everything. Everything we've thought about each other for 40 years.
Oh, I've had only one thought, chiefly. Why didn't you marry me, Lydia?
You're stealing my stuff, mister. I've wondered that about myself 1,000,000 times. You're gonna go right up to the altar and she evaporates.
Out of my life, too. Out of all our lives. Suddenly and forever. Was there a reason, Lydia?
Yes.
What was the reason?
I think we're old enough to be very honest.
Ah, that can mean only one thing. It was a man. Someone you loved.
Yes. I'm surprised he isn't here.
You mean Richard? I've sent for him. He still may come.
So there is a missing ghost named Richard.
I knew it. Never tell a man the truth until after 90. Tea. Some more skullduggery. So you forgot Granny's grog, huh?
Oh.
Ah, lovely.
First cup of tea you ever gave me was June the 30th, 1897.
June the 30th, 1897. Sounds like a very important date. What was it? Gettysburg, Manila Bay? Ah, I remember. It was the date of my
Your first ball.
Please, Dr. Fitzpatrick, I remember it all perfectly. I was very young, a trifle half-witted, but quite pretty, I'm sure.
Yep, you were a knockout.
Prettiest girl in Boston.
I won't argue. The past always improves. It's about the only thing that does. Do you remember the beautiful white dress I wore that night?
What do you mean, a white dress? Why, it was a blue dress.
It was a pink dress. I ought to know because I've kept it in the closet. Here. There was no beauty in the world that day, Lydia, but yours.
Granny! Granny! Granny!
Shh, Miss Lydia. Your grandmother's in there with the doctor.
Oh, golly, what a nuisance. There's no more wrong with Granny than there is with me.
Miss Lydia.
There isn't. Golly, everyone knows it. I'm going to show her my new dress. Isn't it beautiful? Granny!